Uhr. Okay, ein Stündchen habe ich noch. Ein Stündchen kann ich noch spielen. Das hört sich nicht gut an.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Hau ab,
Leave
Digga.
him, Jonathan.
Wir machen dich fertig.
This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Ich prügel die Scheiße aus dem Leib, Junge.
By the
Wo
sacred
hast du
stone,
gesehen,
this
dass
is
ich ein
very
Vampir
bad
bin, Junge?
news. Bad news indeed.
Ach jo. Wer war dieser Pisser?
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Das Vertrauen muss wiederhergestellt werden. Ein paar Leichen mehr wird niemanden bemerken. Fürchten Sie um Ihren Ruf. Das auf jeden
We
Fall.
cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Ich werde Ihnen helfen. Ich habe nicht den Kopf für so etwas. Alter, schon. Ich bin schon wieder Ihr einzige Hoffnung. Komm, ey, wir sind freundlich.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Sie werden nicht angreifen, ich werde sie alle beschützen. Nun, da haben Sie nicht ganz unrecht. Sie werden nicht angreifen.
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Okay.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Gut, bei den Docks müssen wir ja noch ein bisschen was aufdecken, ne? Ich gehe mal wieder falsch. Hier, da sind ja noch einige. Kopfschmerzen, den können wir jetzt behandeln. Müssten nur finden. So. So, weil der ist der Einzige, der hier noch krank ist. Und den hier haben wir nie gesehen. Wer auch immer das ist. Oswald Thatcher. Den Ashbury. Ich hätte gern einen Wegpunkt, wenn ich, also, wisst ihr, wenn ich nach Personen suche. Ist der? Der muss es sein.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher.
Ja.
Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Coolio.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Dann erholt der sich auch. Wo bist denn du?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed
Ha,
of the
das ist der,
Pembroke
den wir
Hospital.
noch nicht kennen.
May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Okay, der Typ ist gesund.
What
Erstmal
can
wieder
you
alles
tell me
durch.
about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Ja. Hatten Sie Oswald schon vor? Ich habe auch in Frankreich gedient.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Ah.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Ah, okay.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Ja, ich habe ja schon mit ihm geredet.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, with fingers, lips.
Blah.
I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies.
Naja, wissen wir
Fucking
schon.
vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Ja, wir wissen ja auch, wie es ist, bei Leichen aufzuwachen. Ja.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
So, jetzt haben wir, glaube ich, alle vom Pembroke Hospital freigeschaltet, muss ich gerade sagen. Kann ich jetzt ihn noch mal
Good evening.
fragen?
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Ne, ich hab nichts. Ja, Angst, eingeschlossen zu werden. Hatten wir das schon? Ich glaube, wir hatten das schon.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher.
Der holt
Try to
sich.
take care of yourself.
Finde Sean Hampton. Ja, jetzt ist die Frage, wie kommen wir am schnellsten zu den Dogs? Ich glaube, ich weiß noch. Halt. Opium. Opium. Und hi, Kollege. Cool, jetzt kriege ich ein bisschen Blut dazu, wenn ich ihn schlachte. Entschuldigung. Zip. Boah, das war ja hier immer so eine Sache. Aber ich hatte da einen Unterschlupf. Schon freigeschaltet. Ja, stimmt. Ich war kurz, glaube ich, bei den Docks gewesen, weil ich nicht wusste, wie ich irgendwo hinkam. Ich glaube, deswegen war ich hier irgendwann mal. War die Tür hier schon auf? Ja. So ist stabil. Erstmal alles beklauen hier. Kommt gerne safe. Briefe. So. Da läuft doch schon mal einer. Wer bist denn du? Den will ich schon?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Der ist gesund. Ja, erstmal das Übliche. Wieder.
What can you
Heute
tell me
Befehle
about this part
redet.
of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Ah, ja.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Okay. Sie sind ein besorgter Krimineller. Zu welcher Gang gehören sie? Ja, das wissen wir eigentlich schon. Zu den Red Boot Boys, aber müssen die ja.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Oh, okay.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck, you must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier, I can respect that.
Cool. Gangster mit Respekt oder was? Next one.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Okay. Mehr kann ich
Goodbye,
nicht sagen.
Mr. Digby.